Hello friends, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about a Natasha Denona product, and from the title of this video, you already kind of know what my thoughts are on it, but I want to tell you why I think that. And I'm going to be talking about this Natasha Denona Lip Liner Pencil. This is in the shade L13. It is a very bright orange. This is going to be a very casual kind of review, but I'm just going to tell you my experience. And I think if you're somebody who knows makeup and like watches beauty YouTubers or YouTubers, whatever it is, then you kind of have this impression of Natasha Denona as like you get a Natasha Denona product or you see one and you're like, ooh, Natasha Denona. Like it's so pricey that it seems like the indicators of it being quality go with that. And I think we saw, I believe a lot of the first products that launched were eyeshadow palettes and lipsticks, and people really loved them. And they are pricey. Like I was just looking at Sephora Canada's website, and if you want some of the like full-size palettes that are sort of the staple or well-known palettes for Natasha Denona, they are $170 Canadian, which is a huge amount of money to spend on an eyeshadow palette. If you want her foundation, it's $60 Canadian. If you want one of her lipsticks, it is $32 Canadian. They are pricey, and I've seen a lot of reviews out there of the eyeshadow palettes, things that make you feel that there is like, oh, these are like quality products. I have received before a Natasha Denona product in a boxycharm, and I have reviewed this. This one is a $72 palette here in Canada, I believe. $73 palette, and that is this little Bloom Blush and Glow palette, which is like 2 cream products and 2 powder products. So when a lip pencil came in, I'm not a huge lip pencil person. I don't know, I just never think of getting them, but I do like the idea of not only having a lip liner where you can be more precise, but having something where you can fill in your entire lip, and it's not a creamy product that's going to move around, so it's going to really stay there. It has a certain amount of stiffness to it, but also a lot of control. So when I received this lip liner, my first thought was, ooh, Natasha Denona. And then I thought, well, this is a very bright color. Like I would have preferred something maybe a little more nude, or something a little more everyday, but I thought that's okay. I'll get around to testing it out at some point. So how much would these be in Canada? This is $18 on Natasha Denona's website. So let me just check what that is if I was buying it through Sephora. The lip liner pencils on Sephora Canada go for between $23 and $24. So let me check this one specifically. This one is $23. It is orange. It's a bright burnt orange, and they do have 17 colors overall. On the Sephora website, they say it's a lip lining pencil for perfectly defined lips. Natasha Denona's lip liner pencil is highly pigmented and has a creamy texture for easy application and comfortable wear. These pencils feature an array of stunning shades from super natural to bright and bold. It's formulated without parabens, sulfates, and phthalates, and is cruelty-free and free of allergens, which is quite a claim. Strangely enough, there is talc in here, so I don't know if I necessarily want talc on my lips. There are some questions about the safety of talc. I'm not always super concerned about it, but I just want to put that out there in case you are. So now that I've told you what the product is, and before I show me applying it, let me tell you what my experience was. So I tend to sort out the things I get in boxycharm so that I can get around to testing different things. And I thought, okay, I had this and I thought, well, this will be a fun day to like test this out. I think it was like last weekend or something. And I opened this up and I went to put it on my lips, and it was like just scratching a piece of wood on my lips. There was no color that came out, nothing. And I tried like a couple more times and I was like, I don't have time for this. This is terrible. I'm getting on with my life. And then I thought, well, that can't be right. So I went back and tried it again. I think I maybe put on some like a little bit of lip balm because I thought maybe that will help it glide a little bit more, and like no color came out of it. And eventually the third time I went back to it, I was just frustrated at that point. Not creamy in any way at all. I eventually sat down and colored on my hand. It was like, I am getting this to work. And now the color is kind of coming out a little, but I had to like go on my hand all the way around to start to get any color to actually come off of this product. And I'd also like to say, it's an expensive lip liner for a lip liner. It's a Natasha Denona product, which are supposed to be quality. Like, really, it could be like a twist up kind of thing. It had to be a pencil, like something I have to get my sharpener out for. I know that's not the biggest deal, but I would not call this creamy. Getting this on my lips today is the first time I've been able to get any color out of it, and I still don't love the way it looks, but let me show you the application of it. I'm going to honestly give this a go at trying this on now and like actually getting color to appear. Because I like 3 times have gone back to this and tried it, and it's just scraped on my lips and done nothing. And then I even put some on my hand and sort of like drew back and forth until color started to appear. And even after that, I had a hard time having it actually show up on my lips as they are, you know. This is a much harder surface than this is, but let's give it a go. And I'm gonna show you, let me zoom in a little bit, just without trying to warm it up or anything first. And because I have makeup on that I kind of just put on, like a little bit of the foundation has gotten over my lips, I'm gonna use the mirror in my other Natasha Denona product, which is the In Bloom palette here. I will link the review on that down below. Do we need a little bit more light maybe? Okay, let's give this a go. Okay, I'm actually getting color. So it appears that warming it up on my hand did help, but it's still very scratchy. Ah. I feel like I need to overline a bit or else this color is just gonna make my lips look smaller. I wish I could properly explain how scratchy and hard this feels when I'm putting it on. And see, I warmed up the tip of it a bit, so I'm trying to use the whole side of it against my lips, and I hope you can see how the color is only like, creamy is not how I would describe this. And like so scratchy. Like, again, I'm gonna keep saying this, I wish you could feel the amount of pressure I had to put on here to get color. Like, I'm pressing so hard, it is like peeling skin. It's on. This is the first time I've been able to get it on, but that's not an enjoyable experience. Okay, I just kind of licked my lips a little bit and rubbed it together to try to, I don't know, get some creaminess out of it. I know it's a lip liner, but I still feel like lip liner should be able to also fill in your lips, and it has just made it so patchy on my lower lip. I think the lesson learned here is that just because a company has a reputation for quality, or just not even that, just because a company's products are expensive does not mean that their products are quality. But also, just because a brand has a lot of good products or some good products doesn't mean that all their products are going to be good. So as much as possible, try to read reviews, try to watch reviews, go into store if possible, try it out, and see if the product is actually what you're expecting. I think so much of like how we buy things now is online, and if you kind of go in with this expectation like it's a Natasha Denona product, it's going to be great, you may end up being disappointed. So do a little bit of your research. I mean, I know in the grand scheme of things a $23 to $25 pencil isn't the most expensive thing in the world, but you can get much better lip pencils at the drugstore for way less money, and you know, save those dollars for something that you're actually going to enjoy. So I hope you appreciate this review. If you have tried out this product and you love it or you hate it, or if you think that's just what lip pencils are like, let me know all of that down in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me. Give this a thumbs up if you liked it, and I look forward to seeing you in my next review or my next video, which I think will be a review, maybe. See you then. Bye.